across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New York Giants. Two teams each hoping to be right back here at State Farm Stadium in 2 weeks, and we are set to go from Glendale. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Rams, first down.
Now Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Giants' 43-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, McDonald caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line.
A gain of
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And they'll begin by running the option. Smith with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. A good pickup there at 22. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
He was brought down.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Saquon Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
First down carry for Barkley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
On second down, here's Barkley. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And Hall not going to bring this one out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
To throw on second down. McDonald out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down, Rams.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Ball carrier.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Cam Akers. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gain of a yard. First down, Rams.
They go play action with McDonald. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run with Mostert, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, second down.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's McDonald to throw, and it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Rams have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charlie. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. K1 short, able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there. So
good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
Ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it. and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Mostert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Play action. It's McDonald. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is out quickly to the right, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
At the 48-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz.
McDonald's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pick
Off the play fake. McDonald.
3rd down.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Saquon Barkley deep to return. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 17-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage with 2nd and 10 coming up. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
40-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking deep for his tight. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Zach Ertz, 54 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Giants 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Okay, ready? 44, Mike, 44. Go street. 44, 60, check 60. Four posts, Mike. Mike's four posts.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
15 yards. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in. And it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he's brought down.
And makes the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 58 yards. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A Mostert a first down carry, and this will wind up only getting him a couple. That'll bring up second down.
He's brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Check back 21, right 21, check back 21. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald.
A quick pass to Cup.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Blue there, blue there, 60, after 60. Undercut, undercut, undercut.
This is Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brought down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Let's go, 950, 950.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
23 yards, the final tally.
45-yard line.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. This is Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
On the carry.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Third quarter of play with the score Rams 34, Giants 10.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Barkley.
2nd and 3.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Ram 16. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st down, Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
13-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Here's Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now Mostert, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set him back 5.
11-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
To number 6.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go again.
looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is McDonald. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on third down. 62 yards.
Los Angeles.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. To throw on third down. McDonald. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.